Thank you, everybody. City Clerk, I want to just recognize that we are all here in attendance this morning. If you will please make note of that. And if I could, we're on item number 4, our approval of the previous minutes from the October 7th, 2020-25 meeting. Could I get a motion for that, please?
Motion approved. Second.
A motion and a second for approval of the minutes. Any discussion or changes? All right, hearing none, then all in favor say yea.
Yea.
Any opposed say nay. All right, item number 5 is communication from the Mayor and City Commission. First up, we have 2 proclamations. First one is going to be Domestic Violence Awareness Month with House of Ruth Executive Director Megan Kirkland. If you will meet me at the podium, please.
Y'all want to come over here and get that way you're not right there behind the post.
Domestic violence is a very serious matter, and this month we do want to recognize that seriousness. And so Domestic Violence Awareness Month is proclaimed in this way. Whereas Domestic Violence Awareness Month is observed each October, providing an opportunity to raise awareness and promote prevention efforts and support survivors of this devastating but common issue. And whereas domestic violence takes varying forms, including physical, emotional, psychological, and economic abuse, and have long-term and devastating effects on its survivors, their families, and our communities. And whereas the crime of domestic violence is not confined to any group or groups of people, but crosses all economic, racial, gender, educational, religious, and societal barriers, and is sustained by societal indifference. And whereas children are exposed to domestic violence, where their victims or witnesses also need our help, because without intervention, they are at a higher risk for failure in school, emotional disorders, substance abuse, and perpetuating the violent behavior later in life. And whereas ending domestic violence requires a collaborative effort, partnerships in all aspects of our society to protect survivors, bring offenders to justice, and change attitudes that sustained interpersonal violence. Now, therefore, I, Mark Slevin, Mayor of this great city of Dothan, Alabama, and in such capacity do hereby proclaim the month of October 2025 is Domestic Violence Awareness Month here in the city of Dothan.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all for having us. We appreciate this, and we appreciate your partnership as we try to help people throughout the Wiregrass. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So up next is our Red Ribbon Week 334 Prevention Project, Executive Director Dana Bonney, and some Youth Council members this morning. Join me here at the podium. Thank y'all. We are excited, not because of the issue again, but to have you here this morning and youth here this morning representing the issue as well. So thank y'all so much for being here as we declare the Red Ribbon Week. This is the proclamation as read. Whereas substance misuse remains a critical issue impacting communities across our nation and threatening the health, safety, and future of our youth. And whereas the harmful effects of substance abuse misuse can be seen in every community, from rising addiction rates to the devastating consequences of drug overdoses, particularly among young people. And whereas the responsibility to combat this growing problem lies with all of us, parents, educators, law enforcement, and community leaders, working together to foster a drug-free environment through prevention, education, and support. And whereas organizations such as the 334 Prevention Project and the 334 Youth Council, also known as the Dothan-Houston County Substance Abuse Partnership, have been at the forefront of these efforts, encouraging a healthy, drug-free lifestyle through their tireless work and dedication to our community. And whereas the National Red Ribbon Campaign serves as a symbol of our united commitment to preventing substance misuse, celebrated across the country during Red Ribbon Week from October 23rd to October 31st. Now, therefore, I, Mark, the Mayor of the City of Dothan, do hereby proclaim October 23 through 31st, 2025 as Red Ribbon Week in the great city of Dothan, Alabama. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor. And I just want to allow I brought just a handful of our youth council members this morning. I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves.
I'd just like to thank y'all. I'm Elijah Hicks. I represent Ashford.
I'm Abby Grantham. I represent Wicksburg High School.
I'm Emma Sanders. I represent Dothan High School.
I'm Pari Patel, and I represent Dothan High School.
And I love them. And that is, there you just see a ripple effect of the continuous partnership, consistent support that the City of Dothan has given this organization, spanning over, or somewhere within 3 decades. I just want to thank you all for doing that, for deciding to put effort into prevention, whether it's substance abuse, domestic violence. I think we can all agree that all the negative headlines that we see, somewhere in the history, substances were involved. So I believe also, though, in the beautiful prayer that we lived in a blessed community. I love Dothan. I'm from Virginia. I've lived here for a little over 10 years now, and this is a special place. And so I believe that it's because of we are reaping a lot of the blessings that prevention efforts have caused in our community. So thank you all.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for all of that this morning. So now we turn it over to any comments from the City Commission. Commissioner Daniels?
Good morning. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I would like to take a moment to sincerely thank the City of Dothan for the opportunity to attend the AUSA conference in Washington, D.C. last week. It was an incredible experience that allowed me to learn, connect, and bring back valuable insights to keep me better serving our city. I'm truly grateful for the investment and trust you placed in me, and I'm committed to using what I learned to continue moving Dothan forward. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. I just want to thank everybody for being here, and I concur the sentiments of Commissioner Daniels. Thank y'all.
Thank you, sir.
I have no comment.
All right, thank you.
I just want to thank all the staff for the past 2 weeks in the transition. So as half the commission pretty much changed out the past couple weeks, it's been a very turbulent time, not just during that 2 weeks, but also the weeks leading up to that. The staff has been very helpful. I've enjoyed getting to meet all the directors and get to know them better as we serve in this role. Also, as Ms. Daniel said, going to AUSA and affirming our commitment to the United States Army and how important the Army is to Dothan, Alabama. Our commission, our delegation, we're working hard for our city, for economic development, for growth, and that's just one great example of how we're going to do that. So again, thanks to all of our constituents. It's been a busy couple weeks. My phone's been ringing off the hook, whether it's light poles, potholes, you name it. It's been a great couple weeks. I'm happy to serve. Thank you, guys. No comments.
All right.
I'd like to thank our department heads and their staff as well. Things are running really well. A lot of things going on, and y'all are doing a great job. That's all.
Yeah, thank you. And I will say, Commissioner Stock, talking about the transition, I want to thank our administration, city manager and those, Shirley and Vincent and all those that are in administration. It is a lot of work when we have a changing of the guard, and so I want to say thank you all for that work and helping us get that done. So thank you so much for that. Sir, City Manager, turn it over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We've got a busy weekend coming up. So Dothan Leisure Services will be having the Boo Fest Saturday right here at Porter Park Events Plaza from 10 to 2. The Wiregrass Museum of Art is having their Family Art Festival also Saturday from 10 to 2 at the Art Museum. National Peanut Festival Parade will be Saturday starting at 3 o'clock on Main Street. They're going down Main Street this year like they typically do. And also, Performing Arts is having an Alabama Horror Festival that's happening this Saturday from 10 to 5. So busy Saturday for us. National Peanut Festival ribbon cutting and opening is next Friday, October 31st. Halloween is October 31st for trick-or-treating from 5:30 to 8. Again, any street lights that are out, please report those to Dothan Utilities so we can keep everything well lit and safe. And then lastly, Dothan Leisure Services and the Alabama Law Enforcement Alliance are hosting a zombie chase 5K on Saturday, November 1st at the Westgate Tennis Center. And this is going to help the therapeutics program with Leisure Services. That's all I got.
All right, sounds like a lot. Thank you, sir. All right, we move on to item number 7, which is communication from city clerk, and we don't have any applications or anything there, so we'll move on to item number 8, and I think we have 4 public hearings. Moving forward, the first one is item number 8 regarding the amendment of Chapter 114 zoning various articles of the City of Dothan Code of Ordinance to update the various regulations, and it will be referenced in item number 12 below. If there's anyone that wishes to speak on this particular item, item number 8, then please step forward to the podium at this time.
Mr. McDonald's got a presentation to just go over what the changes are.
Okay.
He'd like to go through that.
All right. Thank you, sir.
So I like to characterize this as a cleanup, series of amendments. What we're looking at is some development plans, some BZA publication requirements. That's our Board of Zoning Adjustment. We're adding the overlay districts to the establishments of uses table, this cleanup. And we're changing a portion of the table to exempt livestock uses in residential districts. Now they're permitted. With this change, it would not. So the development plans, there's lots of language in the ordinance about the old DOD, Downtown Overlay District. It was deleted when we adopted the overlay, the 84 East overlay. So what we want to do is just basically clean out that language from the ordinance. There's a lot of different places where it exists, so we funded them all down, and that should be in your documentation. The other thing we want to do is put a time limit on when development plans are required. That is, when they can be removed. If they're active, if they come into the Development Review Committee and they're reviewed, that's fine. But there's no way for us to stop that or to eliminate that plan. So some of those plans, we've got plans from 2024 in there that we know are never going to be developed, but yet they're in there. We have no way to remove them. So this would give us, put a timeline on those and give us the ability to remove those after timeline is exhausted. Secondly, we're looking at, because Dothan Eagle publishing requirements changed, we found ourselves kind of in a pickle a couple of times because we have a 14-day minimum advertising requirement in the ordinance. So we want to remove that language that gives us more flexibility to get that thing advertised. As long as I can still meet the spirit and get the thing advertised and ready for public hearing, then that's the goal. But that 14-day minimum that's in the ordinance now kind of restricts us to it. There's just a cleanup. We have a large table in the ordinance that basically lays out all the different districts, and we're going to add those overlay East, 84 East Overlay District sub-districts to the table. It's just an explanation thing. And then lastly, removing livestock, pigs and goats from as accessory use in the single-family districts. That's proven to be a problem for us a couple of times. Doesn't affect poultry. It's still permitted use through the BZA approval, but for pigs and goats and whatnot, that's we want to remove that from the table. So that's basically the proposed, the changes we're proposing.
Any questions from the commission?
So, just to clarify, so if people have chickens, a couple of chickens, that's okay. That's not going, that change will not affect them. It's just a larger livestock. correct?
Yes, poultry is approved through the BZA. Typically, they say no roosters, 6 hens.
Okay, thank you.
That process doesn't change.
What if somebody has, what if it's zoned agriculture in that special district?
This is only special, single-family districts. If it's an agricultural district, you expect agriculture uses.
Well, there's some, like my house on Pratt used to be agricultural. I think the guy got a couple of horses on that, and it may not even be in a special district, but that wouldn't apply, would it?
They're existing uses, so no.
No. And then, can we maybe, look and see how actual practical the Dothan Eagle is as far as advertising anymore? Because I can't see that personally, because I'm not going to pay it $27.99. They get you for 3 months for $1, but where would you even see the regulation? Can we maybe
Right.
look at, a better source for that eventually?
Well, unfortunately, we're limited by what state law requires,
Oh, I
so we have to
understand.
advertise. But we do put that out on our website, and we send out direct notices to anybody who wants that. So we still get that language out there, and in some cases, we actually post a sign on the property.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you, Todd.
Any other questions? Good. All right. Thank you. All right, public hearing is now then closed on item number 8. Item number 9 on your agenda is public hearing regarding the rezoning of approximately .43 acres located at 1512 West Main Street. If there's anyone that wishes to speak on this rezoning, please approach the podium at this time. All right, seeing no one come forward, then with public hearing is closed on item number 9. Item number 10, public hearing regarding the assessment of costs that are associated with structure abatement proceedings for properties determined to be nuisances. It'll be referenced in item number 15 below in your agenda. If anyone wishes to speak on this particular item, they may approach the podium at this time. This is item number 10.
I'm here for Mr. Hayes, and I believe it's on Morgan Street. Is that the one? I'm not sure what has happened with the city on that, but there was a previous owner. It was a burnt out house behind McDonald's over there off Main Street. Mr. Hayes purchased that home. He has subsequently demolished the home, and it's a clean lot now. But I'm not sure why it was. I think y'all were communicating with a previous owner about the tearing it down, but for some reason you guys are sending him letters and asking him to be here today, and I'm here on his behalf, and I just want to know, I guess what's going on. It's been demolished, so I don't know what the issue is now.
Okay.
Can anyone tell me?
Yeah, Todd, if you would
Sure.
go over the time on.
The issue basically with the way our process works is a long process. So we started this back in, you can see back in '24, when the building burned, and through that process, we sent out notice with filing tenants on the property to basically say, hey, this property is going through our abatement process. Well, then we adopted the new ordinance in November of '24, and we had to redo some of those notices. So both the IPMC, the International Property Maintenance Code, which was adopted by the Commission, as well as the new ordinance, has a requirement in it that, we started this process, then, it is, we're starting to accumulate costs associated with it. So in this case, we paid for a title opinion on the property, which identified a change of ownership, which kicked off a whole nother round of notice requirements. So that's the other piece of the $680 has been our cost, staff cost, city clerk's cost, legal cost, NEO cost to actually put all this stuff together. So that's a $500 minimum charge that we put on all, and
But I guess my point is, that's to be assessed to the prior landowner, not the person that bought it and immediately tore it down. And also, a title opinion was done, and nothing showed up that y'all had no lien or anything on this. And as soon as the property was purchased, it was knocked down and hauled off. And it's an empty lot now. So why should Mr. Hayes be responsible for something that y'all were trying to get a prior landowner to do?
Mr. City Manager, would you
Somebody
like,
explain that to me.
would you like to meet with, and your name again? I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name, sir.
Kerry Key, K-E-Y.
Key. Yes, sir. Would you like, y'all like to meet Mr. Key?
Yes.
Later after the meeting and see if we can't work that out between between you guys? Would that be, Mr. Key? Is that okay with you?
Yes.
Can we table this until they have that conversation?
Well, you'll be tabling the whole, well, I would,
I'll meet with them afterwards.
okay. Yeah, it's just a public hearing and so,
But we,
it's in a group of others. So if we'll just go ahead and pass the others and pull out that one if Mr. City, yeah. All right. Okay?
Quick question.
Yes, sir.
Did you by chance or the prior landowner actually do the demolishing of the building?
Mr. Hayes did right after he purchased the lot.
The new owner?
Okay. Yes, Winnie, did you have anything?
My recommendation would be to table the entire resolution. There's only 2 properties on there,
Okay.
so we could, so if the will is to table it to the next meeting, we could just do that resolution.
Well,
Table
we're
that
not,
resolution.
well, when we get down to the item
Right.
on the agenda. Okay, is that all right with you as well?
Yep.
Okay, all right. Well, when we get down there, then we'll have a motion then to do that. All right? Anything else from the commission? You good? Okay, all right. All right, then, we're, close the public hearing on item number 10. Item number 11 is public hearing regarding the assessment of weed abatement cost against various properties, and that's be referenced in item number 16 below. Anyone here that wishes to speak on that at this particular time may come forward. All right. Hearing none, then public hearing is closed on item number 11. So we're now on to item number 12. It's the first of about 3 ordinances. If you'll notice on your agenda, ordinance number 2025-278 is amending Chapter 114 zoning articles 5 through 8 of the City of Dothan Code of Ordinances to update regulations, seeking a motion for immediate consideration.
Motion for immediate consideration.
Second.
Motion and seconds for immediate consideration. All in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. All right.
Motion for approval.
Second.
Motion and seconds for approval. Any discussion or questions from the commission? All right, hearing none. All in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. Item 13 is ordinance number 2025-279. It's amending Chapter 2 Administration, Section 2-111 of the City of Dothan Code of Ordinances to update the policy for decorum and public participation during meetings, seeking a motion for immediate consideration.
Motion for immediate consideration.
Second.
Motion and seconds for immediate consideration. All in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and second for approval. Any discussion or questions from commission? All right, hearing none. All in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. Item 14, ordinance number 2025-280, rezoning property owned by Hazel Patel, Madison Real Property located at 1512 West Main Street from R1 to a district, R1 district to a B2 district.
Motion for immediate consideration.
Second.
Motion and seconds for immediate consideration. All in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and seconds for approval. Any discussion on item number 14 from the commission?
Has any neighbors or anyone in the surrounding areas, I know this is right across from Woodland, there's a business in front of it, I believe. Are there any neighbors or anyone voiced any opposition to this?
No, I talked to one of the neighbors behind there, who owns 2 houses there, Shaw, and I'm not sure the side street, and they were happy to see the building go down. And I think they know that it's for parking to help that business sell or release, whatever. So there were no complaints about it. Just really want to know what's going on.
All right, anything else? All right, hearing none, all in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. All All right, thank you. Moving on to item number 15. It's resolution number 2025-281. It's confirming the cost that's incurred in structure abatement proceedings for properties determined to be nuisances and turning the amounts over to the county tax collector to be added to the next regular bills for taxes levied against the properties.
So this would be a motion to table?
Yes, sir.
Motion to table?
Second.
We have a motion and a second to table this item. I'm assuming that to the next commission meeting. Okay,
Yes, November 4th.
okay. All right, any discussion on the table? All right, all in favor to table this item, say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed, say nay. All right, table the item number 15. All right. Item 16 is resolution number 2025-282, confirming the cost incurred in weed abatement of properties determined to be nuisances, turning the amounts over to the county tax collector to be added to the next regular bills for taxes levied against the properties.
Motion approved.
Second.
Motion and second is for approval. Any discussion? Okay, all in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed, say nay. Item 17, resolution number 2025-283. It's rescinding resolution number 2025-165 and appointing Ashley P. Bradley as staff attorney effective October 27, 2025.
Motion approved.
Second.
We got a motion, multiple motions and seconds for approval. Any discussion on that?
Glad to have her on board.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome, Ashley.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Glad to have you on that team. Any other discussion?
I'd also like to recognize Kevin and the job he's doing in the legal department and for understanding, what that needs to look like. So good job, man. I appreciate everything you're pouring into the department. Thank you, sir.
All right. Anything else, Commission? All right. All in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. All right. Item 18, resolution number 2025-284. It's renewing the subscription with Oil Price Information Service, LLC, to provide daily benchmarking, wholesaling pricing in the annual amount of $2,400.
Motion approved.
Second.
Motion and second is for approval. Any discussion? All in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. All right, item 19, resolution number 2025-285, enter into an agreement with Acuity Intelligent Spaces Incorporated for maintenance of the lighting system at the Wiregrass Public Safety Center for 3 years for a total contract amount of $17,850.
Motion approved?
Second.
The motion is second is for approval. Any discussion? All in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. Item 20, resolution number 2025-286, enter into an agreement with the United States Department of Justice to allow the city to participate in the Federal Equitable Sharing Program for use of federally forfeited cash, property, proceeds, or interest.
Second.
Motion is second is for approval. Any discussion or explanation for the commission? All right, all in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. Item 21, resolution number 2025-287. It's authorizing the city manager to modify existing and establish new fees and rates to include facility rentals, program fees, event contracts, and administrative service charges as deemed appropriate, and sign such contracts as necessary.
Motion approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for approval. Any, for media and anybody else, explanation on that?
Yes, sir. So, as you know, we have multiple fees throughout all the different departments. Those need to be modified from time to time just to keep up with what our expenses are. So what this does is it gives me the authority to raise those. What I'll do is I'll make you all aware before we actually do the raising in case there's any thing we need to take into consideration that we hadn't.
All right, any questions by the commission? And the approval gives you the ability to sign the contracts legally? Okay. All right. All right. Any other questions? Good? All right. All in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. Item 22, resolution number 2025-288, enter into an agreement with the state of Alabama for the U.S. Highway 84 West Main Street Corridor pedestrian improvements from Cherokee Avenue to South Park Avenue project, and the estimated amount of $901,056, with the city's share of cost being $180,211.20.
Motion for approval.
Second.
Motion and second for approval. Any discussion, questions by the commission?
Yeah, is this just sidewalks, is it crosswalks, the whatever things you know? Okay, but no crosswalk type lights, just sidewalk. Okay.
What side of the road, Tom? Both sides?
Would you repeat that so the media could maybe hear that?
Yeah, this is for sidewalk project. It'll be on both sides of the road.
Okay, thank you. All right. All right, no other questions? All in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. Item 23, resolution number 2025-289, enter into agreement with Three Notch Group Incorporated for preliminary engineering for the U.S. Highway 84 West Main Street corridor pedestrian improvements from Cherokee Avenue to South Park Avenue project for a lump sum amount of $84,474.
Motion for approval. Second.
Motion is second is for approval. Any discussion? All right, all in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. Item 24, resolution number 2025-290, rescinding resolution number 2025-223, and entering into a new agreement with the state of Alabama relating to a project for resurfacing Murphy Mill Road in the estimated amount of $1,247,530.18, with the city's share of cost estimated at $249,506.04, and appropriating the funds for the said agreement.
Motion for approval.
Second.
Motion and seconds for approval. Any questions on this item from the
Tom,
commission?
is this going to, this will effectively close down a portion of that road or the ability to go from 84 west on Murphy Mill at some point, will it not?
It'll be some lane closures if we do that.
Okay.
Field, so that we can fairly impactful.
How long will that take?
I don't have a time estimate at this point.
Okay.
It'll be a rolling project until it gets started,
Do-
probably several weeks.
Do we have any way to notify, or have we thought about how we're going to notify the people that not only live on that street that may go that way?
Yeah, we'll work with Vincent to get a
Okay,
very public message out.
because that's going to be, because that project's going to impact a lot of people on that side of town.
Yeah, will there be any nighttime paving, or is that going to be primarily during the day?
We're not planning to specify nighttime. Sometimes the contractors choose to do that. Certainly something we can consider. Generally, it drives the cost up substantially to do nighttime paving.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you got Providence, other schools in that area, so daytime, just keeping that in consideration.
We'll limit it to avoid work during school times, for sure.
I think one comment I'd just like to make on this, since joining the commission, is how significant the state's funding has been on these, and to see how much value that we're getting for what we're putting into it. So I appreciate the work for you guys for getting this together for us.
Absolutely. Thank you. Anyone else? All right, all in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. Item 25, resolution number 2025-291 is rescinding resolution number 2025-224 and entering into a new agreement with the state of Alabama relating to a project for resurfacing North Cherokee Avenue from West Main Street to Montgomery Highway in the estimated amount of $580,995.28, with the city shares of cost estimated at $116,199.06, and appropriating the funds for the said agreement.
Motion for approval.
Second.
Motion is second for approval. Any discussion from the commission? Questions?
Any time frame yet? No time frame, Tommy? This fall? All right.
Something unforeseen comes up.
Okay, all right, thank you.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, just, how did they determine that area for that resurfacing improvement?
It's on a plan, isn't it?
Our Public Works Department looks at what the needs are and based on what the funding is, and then that's how we put it on the MPO project.
Yeah, was that one of the major needed areas?
Yes, sir.
It was, okay.
All right. Any other questions from the commission? Okay. All in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. Item 26, resolution number 2025-292, entering into a 5-year lease agreement with Evans Automotive Service Incorporated for use of the property located at 1110 Columbia Highway as an adjacent parking area.
Motion for approval.
Second.
Motion and second is for approval. Any discussion? All in favor say yea.
Yea.
Any opposed say nay. Item 27, resolution number 2025-293. It's reappointing Mark Saliba as mayor of the Southeast Alabama Gas District Board of Directors.
Motion for approval.
Second.
Motion is second for approval. Any discussion? Let it be known that I'm abstaining from this one as well.
Thank you for serving us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. It is very beneficial for us with, just if you don't know what Southeast Alabama Gas District Board is, it's like a municipal authority. And so a lot of the dollars that are saved through our participation in that comes back to the city and can be used in various ways for the city as well. So it's a great partnership between Southeast Gas and the city of Dothan and those other cities that are involved as well. Any further discussion? All right, all in favor say yea.
Yea.
Any opposed say nay. Item 28 is resolution number 2025-294. It's reappointing Letitia Weatherington and appointing Kendall Palmer, Eric Hardigan, Travis Fretz, John Langdon as members of the Substance Abuse Board.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Motion and second is for approval. Any discussion from the commission?
Thank those for stepping up to serve.
All right. Okay. All in favor say yea.
Yea.
Any opposed say nay. Item 29, resolution number 2025-295, reappointing Dan Johnson, William Nichols, Collins Trott, Charlotte Jones, Missy Forrester, and Destiny Oliver as members of the Wiregrass Museum Board.
Motion for approval.
Second.
Motion is second is for approval. Any discussion?
Just like to thank each of them for continuing to serve.
Yes. Thank you, sir. All right. All in favor say yea.
Yea.
Any opposed say nay. Item 30 is resolution number 2025-296. It's reappointing Bobby Hughes, Tony Donaldson, Kyle Cook, Jason Cosby, Christopher Jones, Tom Ziegenfelder, and Brian Holman as members of the Recreation Board.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second for approval. Any discussion?
I just want to thank them for their willingness to serve.
You got the jump on it, didn't you?
That was good.
Ditto.
Absolutely.
All in favor say yea.
Yea.
Any opposed say nay. Item 31, resolution number 2025-297, approving payment of invoices for the month of September 2025 in the amount of $22,791,807.65.
Motion for approval.
Second.
Motion is second from approval. Any discussion? All in favor say yea.
Yea.
Any opposed say nay. Item 32, resolution number 2025-298, awarding the bids and approving other purchases over $30,000 by the city.
Motion for approval.
Second.
Motion is second for approval. Any discussion? All right, all in favor say yea.
Yea.
Any opposed say nay. Item 33 is resolution number 2025-299, it's approving advanced travel requests for city employees.
Motion for approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second is for approval. Any discussion? All in favor say yea.
Yea.
Any opposed say nay. Item 34.
Oh, and,
Motion to adjourn.
hey, and we have and I just want to make a small comment. If anybody want to go to a prayer ceremony Sunday, it's going to be 11 to 1, and then they're going to do like a peace panel on gun violence or something like that, and they're going to show them, show a movie from like 3 to 5. It's at the Civic Center, totally free, and if that would interest you, please go. Thank you.
All right, motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for adjournment. All in favor say yea.
Yea.
Any opposed say nay. All right, sir, turn it over to you for.
Thank you, sir. First item on the administrative meeting is approval of minutes from October 7th, 2025 meeting.
Motion for approval.
We have a motion and a second for the approval of October 7th administrative meeting minutes. All in favor say yea.
Yea.
Any opposed say nay.
The next item is privileges of the floor. We have one from Mr. Sam Two.
Okay? Good morning.
I'm going to start off by talking about Decrum 2016-79 briefly. I don't know if you've all read it, but I've read it hundreds of times because it was involved in a lawsuit. Y'all don't have a right to interrupt me. This isn't adversarial, okay? If it's a different hearing, if it's a court of law, different, but I was interrupted numerous times last week. I've been interrupted by a commissioner there sitting beside you. I've been interrupted by him numerous times, but that ain't how this works, okay? I received an email yesterday from the legal department, and I told the person, please cease and desist any communication with me whatsoever. I received another email this morning from the same fellow. That is criminal. Let me talk about the homeless ordinance. Y'all are aware you have a homeless ordinance. It isn't legal. There's 3 requirements of procedural due process of the law. There has to be a notice. There has to be a right to appeal, and it has to go to a neutral party, which will be a circuit or district judge. If y'all arrest some homeless fella, if he gets a good civil rights lawyer, it's going to cost you money. You need to fix that. I'm going to talk about a Houston County Sheriff's Department report on a commissioner sitting beside you. A Dothan police officer wouldn't fill out a report on him, but Donald Valenza will. And Donald Valenza filled out a report on a relative of yours as well. Okay? We got a choice here. We resolved one lawsuit. You know what the record is. I'm 37 wins and no losses. What has Sam to you ever done? Told you about a guy selling guns in a fire station. Do we have gun violence out of control? I think we do. I'll tell you what I'll do. We'll draw a circle behind Westgate Fire Station. I'll tell you what kind of bullets are in the ground before you dig them up. Y'all willing to take that challenge? Nope. Hour, minute 14. Okay, you realize after all this, I have been through a lot. But I'm 37 wins and no losses. When they make a movie out of it, they're going to call it Waffle House Lawyer. While y'all are sleeping, I'm at Waffle House studying legal books and listening to Kenny Rogers, the gambler. Y'all have no aces, friend. None. And banning me from here for 10 years, why? To shut me up. This is fixed to go national on you. Okay. Do any of y'all know, you have lawyers, and Gant Pearson know, lawyers are ranked AV, BV, CV. Could any of you tell me what the highest ranked lawyer in your legal department is? BV. I'm 37-0, and that includes 6 wins against the AV attorney, Jim Pike. As far as David Sawyer, he's not my lawyer on record, but he's still helping me, and he's going to do a legal action to resolve this. As far as me being expelled last week, I won't make the statement again, but it is protected by the First Amendment to the Constitution. I have a right to make that statement. And that officer who shadowed me once and tried to drag me out of here, it's going to be 2 more actionable offenses. There's actually 15 right now. I want to live in this town without being harassed. Can I pray?
No, sir, not at this point.
Can you bow your heads?
No, sir.
Won't let me
No.
pray in a public building. I'll pray for you.
All right, thank you, sir.
That's all
Yeah,
the
Merry
business we have,
Christmas.
sir.
That's all you have?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Appreciate you letting me speak without interrupting me.
Thank you, sir.
all right. Well, we are adjourned.
Actually, if I could just make one comment, I just want to thank all of our constituents, again, who've contacted us. If you have, and who came to the hearing today, if you had any feedback at future hearings, we want to encourage you to come and voice your concerns. So thank you all very much for your participation.
Thank you. We are adjourned.